Hi, friends. Wow, it sure seems like the pace has picked up, hasn't it? We had a quarter moon earlier today. I still have to get to that. So we finally shifted out of this fixed energy sun of Leo, where we've just been kind of basking and sitting, and all this stuff is going on. And then we had that quarter moon, and things sprung into action. Because now the sun is in the mutable sign of Virgo, the servant. In the Taroscope or in the tarot, that would be the Hermit, because they're so detailed oriented and they refine and they like looking at the nuts and bolts of things. So if you need anything to organize and clean up within your life right now and work on fine details, this is the time to do it. And so I need to get through this stuff because I want to throw in so much other stuff. So this is video number, I think it's 5. Yes. And I'm picking up where I last left off. This was the spread, remember. Video 1 started the other night when I was having migraines, checking in with Nancy Pelosi, which led to Jared talking about Zuckerberg and what was going on with that. So I took notes then because my brain was so fuzzy. I'm still just on the edges of it. So the last 2 questions I last asked in video 4 is Mark Zuckerberg indicted, and does he know? And I got a yes and a yes. So this spread was, okay, FBI, Men in Black, what is going on with Mark Zuckerberg? What the heck do you have on him? So the card of the reading was the 9 of Wands. They got a lot. They're kind of worn out, but they're going to keep going because they're going to defend the home no matter what. No matter what. Now, I asked about what do you have on Zuck because of indictments. The signifier, Russia. This looks like treason to me, to be honest. The Empress reverse means that she is barren. She's not fertile. She doesn't have the wealth of resources that she needs. She can't grow or build anything. So if she doesn't have anything, which I think is probably because of sanctions, what is Mark Zuckerberg doing with Russia, with Mother Russia? Well, we know that Mother Russia, Yuri, whatever his name is, helped fund the startup money when Facebook went public. I think it was May 18th, 2012. I will tell you briefly, I remember that day distinctly because I was thinking about the chart and I was like, what is going on here? Because I don't know if you guys remember the transit of Venus when they talked about Venus transiting the sun and how it only happens every so often. Venus was retrograde Venus is a killer. You don't want to be making negotiations when Venus is retrograde because it has to do with gains. And I didn't like that it was in Gemini because it was going to be hurtful to women, and because Gemini is ruled by Mercury, I knew it was going to hurt children. And on an exact eclipse click date, 6 months later, is when Sandy Hook happened. So this has always stuck out in my mind because the chart looked like no good, and I couldn't fathom what he would do to hurt income, economies, women, and children. And we're kind of getting a taste of that now. So the FBI certainly has some information on what's making Russia so barren and why they are working so closely with Mark Zuckerberg to get him to go public. And then coincidentally, Facebook surged in 2015 when they decided to pour everything into their mobile app. Data, and that's when like your Facebook stuff shows up as ads in other apps on your phones. And tell you guys, delete your apps. If you have to do Facebook, access it from the web. Don't have the app. That Messenger app, get rid of it. Twitter, access it from the web. You can access YouTube from the web. I don't have any of those apps. I have an astrology app, and and during the season I'll have a hockey app. So the signifier between what the FBI has on with Mark Zuckerberg has to do with Russia, finance income, and boy, do they have a lot. What is covering Mother Russia regarding Zuck? Oh, the moon. The moon, confusion, deception. It's reversed, so it has question to do with one's loyalty and has to do with instability. Isn't that just so? Zuck is just, and you see him in hearings, oh yeah, we'll do it, we didn't. Oh yeah, we were supposed to, we didn't. That is just so, ugh. And now the challenge with what the FBI has on Zuck is the Seven of Pentacles reversed. And when I see this, and usually we see this as investments or you reap what you sow, I feel that's like kind of like all that investment is not yours, Zuck. It doesn't belong to you. It's part of this reversed family. That it belongs to someone else. It also has to do about anxieties and denial about the situation that you're in and having your head buried in the sand. Is that not Mark Zuckerberg? So that's the challenge card of the haze and the deception, I think, that's surrounding this. At the base of the, oh, guess who's retreating? Head in the sand, Zuck. It's almost as if he's retreating, and I see these colors over here in the window, and, letting Russia just do the work. I'm just going to hang back here, chill. Because, I got my hooded sweatshirt on. I'm a millennial. I don't know better. What's crowning this? Look at that. 2 cups reversed. Look at all these reversals. 2 cups reversed. Well, there's been a breakup. There's been deception. And that is what is crowning what the FBI has on him. How there was a break and why there was a deception. Because in the past, that data was going everywhere. I cannot even tell you the tiers and levels of data that they have just from Facebook.com. If you want to try this, I don't know if it's going to upset you or not, but you need to know what's going on here. If you go to the website archive.is, you, in the top red box, can enter any web page address and save it. It'll be archived forever. And the reason why I bring this up is because you might want to check out if Russia has a copy of your U.S. Facebook page. And by going to archive.is, it's like you can access that web without actually going to Facebook and leaving your data all over the place. You know what I mean? For me, it's kind of like a safer portal. I don't know how safe it is. So when you get to archive.is, there's 2 main boxes. There's one on the top that's red, the one on the bottom that's black. That's where you can search. But this is what you want to archive. Instead of typing www. Type ru-facebook.com/your account and click enter. And hopefully there will be no such page that exists. But of all the pages I've ever looked at, they have a hard copy of World Wide Web entry points to Facebook.com. So it's just very interesting. Why would Russia, if Russia has her own like Facebook in Russia, well, there's no reason for them to have U.S. archive pages of USA Facebook pages, right? It's a big question no one talks about. And then, gosh, when you start checking the backlinks that go into ru-ru.facebook.com. It gets kind of scary. They trace back to businesses owned by the Agalarovs. I mean, they have everything. So, data going all over the place. And thank God the FBI has this, because what's to come? Two of Swords. This is kind of a sanctions card for me. Being cut off, split off. I also am wondering if somehow Zuckerberg is kind of getting cut off from everybody because maybe they have all the data they need, but they might want to throw him under the bus. I was getting this sense from the Koch brothers, even before Charles or whoever died, that was kind of the route they were going, to throw Zuck under the bus because they have everything they need. How do we see what the FBI has on Zuck? Ooh, we have 10 wands. 10 wands reversed. This is self-deception. This is Zuck blaming others. And they have documentation of the real and the blame. And probably how Putin instructed him to give that Kremlin doublespeak and misinformation. The environment is, ooh, Knight of Cups. You guys know who this is. Donald. Making offers to Zuck, to the Empress, about data exchange. I mean, he's such a traitor. It's disgusting. Okay, and that's my opinion of the cards. So the hope is, and what they have on Zuck, this is my Mark Zuckerberg card, that he will come forward clean and talk with them and do what they need him to do, or indict him and haul him in and call him out. That's what they're hoping. They fear, though, that money's going to get the best of him, that the devil will return and he'll go back to being reversed Zuck. Hopefully they'll get him through Trump. Wouldn't that be nice? What is it? Get a 2-for-1, like happy hour, dos per uno. I think I like it. What's to come? News. Don Jr. news. So, yeah, Zuck is Fuckerberg, right? Isn't that his name? Okay, so that's what they have on Mark Zuckerberg. And then my next question was, what does Zuck think about the FBI if he knows he's indicted? Okay, so I'm going to get that one set up.